All right, welcome to our first Swampcast of the new season, 2011, the debut of Will Muschamp. And, you know, Robbie, I wrote that it's kind of like a Christmas present Saturday. We have no idea what we're going to – we know what the boxes look like. We know what we're going to see.
But, you know, I think it's the debut for John Brantley, too, in a way.
In a way, yeah.
I mean, this is a quarterback that he was in high school, the drop-back quarterback. He was never comfortable in the spread. I think Charlie Weiss has fixed him. We'll find out, but I think he's fixed him.
We'll see. And, again, you know, it's easy to be a good quarterback with a red jersey on.
Yeah.
And that's the thing we have to find out about John. I don't question John's toughness, but when he got beat up against Alabama, he was never the same guy.
Yeah, you're right. And, you know, he really didn't play that bad in that game, you know, the bad interception. But they were kind of in that game until things got a little bit out of hand with turnovers.
Yeah, the interception for a touchdown. Yeah, no question about it. The biggest thing is it's going to be reunion time, all the people getting back together, seeing people they haven't seen since November. And it ought to be fun. It ought to be a great atmosphere at the Swamp. You know, it's funny. We've talked, Robbie, about the lack of buzz with Florida football this year because of the rankings and everything. But every time I go to a Gator Club, it's packed. I mean, people really they're eager to see what's happening.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the buzz, Pat. And it kind of reminds me of 1990, where a new coach with an offensive mind comes in, and people are excited. They don't know exactly what to expect, but they feel something good is going to happen. I'm starting to feel that something good is going to happen with this team. I think other Florida people are feeling that too. So there is a buzz among Florida Nation. Maybe not among the national media, but at least with Florida people.
You know, it's almost like if you had said, okay, Urban Meyer's left, the staff's gone. All right, I'm going to be the head coach. Pat Dooley's going to be the head coach. Who's the number one guy you want to get offensively? I'm going to go get Charlie Weiss.
Yeah, but you'd think there's no way you could get him, and yet he got him.
And I'm going to go get the best defensive guy. I think I may go after Will Muschamp. That guy's pretty good.
Yeah. And
that's what they really have here. And one of the best offensive, one of the best defensive minds in football. But as you know, Robbie, no matter how you schematically draw it up, you still got to play. The players got to play.
Yeah, you got to go out and win the game. And, like Muschamp said, the coaching staff, they're all on the same page on how you do things. They're into the Muschamp way, the Florida way. And they've got talent, a lot of talent. They don't have a lot of depth, but you got to go out and win it and do it in games. And number one on that list is Brantley. He's done it in practice. They love what he's doing, but you got to go out and do it in a live game.
Yeah, I think we'll get Saban to coach the DBs. We'll get Frank Beamer to coach special teams. We'll just get the dream team of coaches here. Well, certainly we're all excited to see what's going to happen, interested to see what's going to happen. Is there one guy other than Brantley that you can't wait to see on Saturday?
After talking to Dan Quinn yesterday, I want to watch Bostic. He's the leader of the defense, now the middle linebacker. He has gotten bigger and stronger, and he's a real smart guy. I think the defense, they're not going to show a lot of stuff, Pat, but I think the passion they're going to play with this year is going to be evident, and I think fans are going to really like that.
Yeah, the one guy I think I'm going to be watching is Quentin Dunbar, just because we heard how great he was in the spring, didn't see him. Really didn't do anything in the spring game.
No.
Nobody.
And we haven't seen him since.
And we haven't seen him since.
Except in interviews.
For all we know, he hadn't been out there.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to see if he really has stepped up his game that much. And you talked about the debut for John Brantley, and it is a debut for Deontay Thompson,
for everybody,
and Chris Rainey, and Jeff Demps, and Ronald Powell, who I think is going to have a beast of a year.
Yeah.
So it's all brand new. It's all going to be kind of a festive attitude. Fans are fired up. 7 o'clock games, so they get to tailgate all day, and hope you guys enjoy it. And Robbie and I'll be providing coverage at Gatorsports.com. We'll be tweeting during the games. You're pretty good at that tweeting stuff.
Yeah, you got to do it.
You didn't tweet about
creative,
bringing your gun to practice or anything like Darnell Dockett did.
I don't have a gun, so.
Yeah, me neither. But
and I wouldn't bring it to practice in the first place.
No, it's not a good idea. Well, we'll be the next time we talk to you. It'll be after the game. If we're talking in dour tones, it's not going to be a good day. But I think I got a feeling they may go out there and really put on a show, because I think first impressions are important.
Yeah, and a lot of people say first drive, new coach. I'm thinking this is going to be a classic Charlie Weiss drive, where he manages his quarterback, manages the offense, and they do a methodical down the field and score for the first drive. Brantley's confidence is up, and then they go from there.
Who scores the first touchdown?
I'm going to go with Quentin Dunbar.
Oh, I'm going to go with Trey Burton.
Just for you.
Just like if Trey Burton scores the first touchdown, then we know it's legitimate, because Dexter McNabb scored the first Spurrier touchdown.
Yeah, you're right. Good point.
So there we go. There we go. So we'll see what happens.
Of course, Kentucky fans will cringe if they see him score again.
I know they will. How many times is that? Golly. We will join you after the game. We look forward to it as always. And until then, Robbie, Andrew, Pat Dooley of the Gainesville Sun saying so long from the Sunshine State.